Yes, now family ammo, welcome back to another video on Jazza TV. Today we're going to talk all things boxing. So since my last fight, I think it was about 3 weeks, been 3 weeks today, and now I'm back over in Dubai to train with my coach Albert, just to keep learning on things that we have worked on. But I got 2 out of 3 good weeks, good decent weeks in Liverpool. I love being home in Liverpool. Didn't get long, but it was nice while it lasted. But I'm back away in the Middle East. But yeah, we're going to talk about all things boxing since maybe 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, something like that. Boxing's been flying at the minute. Boxing's been really, really good. I would say boxing's at an all-time high. So we're going to get into some things. We'll go back to maybe 1 or 2 weeks ago, Crocker Donovan fight. A bit of controversy around that fight, and I'm going to go into the things that the fans don't see and don't understand. So it's easy to look and go, he's just fucking butting him. It's so easy to say that. He's just fucking butting him because he was. But I seen an interview that Andy Lee done after the fight, and Andy Lee explained what was going on there. And I'll come to the ending of the fight in a minute, but what my thoughts are on... I'm going the wrong way, so yeah, am I? Trying to find the longest route to go around. Sound Jazz, fucking hell. So anyway, yeah, so he was getting close and he was butting him, but it weren't intentional. But so I've been in a situation like that myself against a guy called Josh Whale, and Josh Whale was a come forward aggressive fighter. Josh didn't use angles, he just came forward, and if he was in front of you, he'd stop in front of you. And once someone stops in front of you, you know what's coming next. Someone's going to let go. So what you have to do, if you lean out, which Andy Lee was saying, you're going to take a shot, whatever's coming. So what you have to do, you have to lean in, but there's nowhere to go. He's close enough to catch you, whether you're under him, wherever you go, it's going to be uppercut, straight, you go, you're going to catch your hook, you're going to catch your body shot, no matter what, you're going to catch whatever he throws, and he has got the vantage point. So what you have to do, the only place you can go is forward with the head, and that's where Donovan was trying to go, forward with the head. It comes from the relaxation on the inside, the ability to stay calm and find himself close to get close enough to the shoulder where Crocker couldn't let go. But like I say, Crocker's a big strong fella. If he's there, you're not going to try and risk getting close. So he didn't have the knowledge just yet to get close to Crocker or to tie him up without taking a shot, and therefore you're going to say, well, fuck you, I'm not letting you hit me, it's me or you. So I've been in a situation where in that fight against Josh Whale for a British title, probably it was over 10 years ago actually, I got 2 warnings and I didn't know the rules. Like Donovan, great amateur, you've never been in a situation like this before. I didn't know it was 3 warnings and you're out. And yeah, I got 2 warnings and I just thought, I'm winning the fight, I'm still winning the rounds, although I'm losing the points, there can't be nothing but a draw because I'm still winning the rounds, and it was just one of them. But anyway, yeah, the controversial ending, hitting him after the bell. He did hit him after the bell, but he's also winning the fight. It's a hard one to call, isn't it? Because what would you say, like, was he cheating? No, he was landing his own shots. He was like, these grey areas in boxing where it's fair play. It's like, I'm smashing you, I'm going to get you out of there now. And he's let go, but it was wrong of him to do so. But at the same time, he weren't doing that out of a place where I'm going to cheat you now, because he didn't have to cheat, you know what I mean? He just probably didn't. It just happens sometimes, and Crocker, in that situation, not carrying on, is well in his right. He's getting cheated. He's just being belted with a shot after the bell, and he's in a bit of a bad situation. So it's like, what you do there, I don't know. Immediate rematch, but then is Crocker going to say, well, I've got a world title shot now, that was an eliminator, so I'm not giving you another shot, you know what I mean? See how hard the first one was. So yeah, I'm going to go back around here to finish this ramble. I'm going to get this point out here. So yeah, that was a tough call. That's a really, really tough call. I'd like to see referees explain what's going on after the fight. I really would like to see that. I think the sport to get more exciting around that, and I think that going on to our next point now, it could be more exciting if this comes in. I think Turki Al Sheikh taking over boxing is fantastic. No one is disputing it. They want to take over. They want boxing to be one governing body. It would be such a shame to see the likes of the WBC, WBA, IBF, but WBO, even the IBO, they're all established belts, and every fighter feels proud to hold one, especially the Ring magazine. So that's the only saving grace there, if that is the one belt, and if it has to come that way, then the Ring belt, the Rocky belt as we call it, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, the other things around the boxing league, how would you like to see the boxing league go? So me and Peter Taylor have spoke about this before. We spoke about a boxing league, and how could you have a boxing league for everybody? Does it mean everyone's exempt unless they're 12-round world championship fighters? No, not necessarily, because you could have divisions, and one division could be, this is just me in my head playing fantasy boxing leagues, by the way, only I didn't have Turkey's money to get it off the ground, you know. So 4-round leagues, you could have 4-round leagues for fighters at the start, couldn't you? And then after one season, you have 3 or 4 in this league, different divisions. You'd have then like a tournament to see who qualifies and gets themselves promoted to the higher league. You could have so much going on there, couldn't you? Penalty points if you pull out of a fight, that would be the only thing. People avoiding each other in the league, you know. You only get, how many fights you have a season? 4. It couldn't be more than 4, could this, championship fights? But then again, people in the league, if you pull out for more than 2 fights, you're thrown out of the league, you're doctored points maybe. It would be really, really exciting. I want to see it. I love all that stuff. League formats, no one dodges anyone. That's what I'd like to see. That was great being in a Golden Contact tournament. The risk to reward is all in the boxer's favour, and the financial rewards are there too, so no one's going to pull out, and you've got that guaranteed, you guarantee that you're going to be active and you're going to be fighting, and everything is on the line, you know. So it's a massive thing. And what would I like to see around other promotional companies? I think in this situation, the top promoters, they've been made very wealthy, by the way, but a lot of these top promoters, the promoters have been promoted. This is what goes on with fighters sometimes, you know. Fighter, he loses a fight, or someone else comes along and he's not so shiny anymore, and now it's like, we're going to move on without you. Sorry, thanks for your participation. I know it's your life and I know that you've given everything towards it, but sorry, we're just going to move on without you because we've got this other fella here who's a little bit newer, and I'm sorry about that. But that's just boxing, and we have to deliver for the fans what they want to see. And I think that's been the situation right now, to show for the promoters. They probably feel a bit like they have been promoted by the promoter, you know, and all of a sudden there's a new boy in town, and that's Dana White. He's already got the model. He's got the best model in the world, hasn't he, in combat sports? So that model can only exist if you are monopolising and you have got the monopoly on the sport. So that's obviously what they're trying to replicate. They're trying to replicate the UFC model with the tournaments they've got going on, the WBC tournaments. Paul Ryan, Sean Arkwright, 2 fighters I know. Brilliant. Both of them are in it. It's fantastic to see. She has a gym with Paul Ryan for a while in Dublin, and it's good to see him and his coach, who's a friend of mine, Screamer, getting their chance right now. Sean Arkwright too, fantastic scouser. Just great to see, you know. So yeah, I think it's a life-changing opportunities for a lot of people, and that's what Turki Al Sheikh has delivered. Life-changing opportunities for every man and his dog, and every promoter too. So yeah, that was great for boxing. Boxing is at an all-time high in my opinion. So I think that, where do the promoters go from here, especially the British promoters? Do I want to see British boxing disappear? Do fuck, you know, I want to see that. I want to see, maybe I would like to see them keep on to their position in England. Will they still work together after this? After Turki Al Sheikh does his own thing, I don't think so. I think they will collaborate because they've got that model there and they know it's successful. But will they work as one unified promotional body? No, I think they're all still going to be in competition with each other, and they all want the biggest piece of the pie. And there's also other television companies that want to stage boxing, so there's also always there's food for everyone to eat there. So it's still going to be exciting times for England, and if them promoters are happy to do it, which I think some promoters will still be happy to do it, they can sort of be like the spin-off, the Bellator, so to speak, of the UFC. Will promoters be happy to do that? Could they deliver fighters? Could they have a league like football? Could the football... I'm going on here, aren't I? But I'm so excited about this. It's fantastic. Could they have a league in every country? Could Britain have a league? Could Germany have a league? USA have a league? And every year they go to qualify, the winners goes to qualify for the World Cup. Imagine that. The possibilities are endless, aren't they? And they just need the finances to go about it, really. And that's what has been given. Boxing is in such a good place now. So yeah, it's brilliant. Me and Peter Taylor used to talk about this league, and then we went on to something our own idea, which would be fantastic. We used to call it elevator boxing. Elevator boxing is where two people get into a lift, an elevator on a 12-story building or something along them lines, and they knock folk out of each other and they got nowhere to go, like telephone fighting. And what they do, they end up, if they've had enough, they have to press the button and get out. If you get stopped on the 7th floor, you get stopped on the 7th floor. You can get out when you want. But elevator boxing, like I say, me and Peter just didn't have the finances to get it off the ground at the time. But elevator boxing, if Turki Al Sheikh hears this, please, your excellency, please, alongside Riyadh Season, can you create elevator boxing on the 12-story floor? And the buildings are massive over here, so you could even bring back 15-round fights, you know. So yeah, the next point we're going to go on to be Fisher Allen 2. So on the first one, I predicted, just because I know boxing and I don't follow the hype, and I understand that boxing's not all about hype, and the media, it's secondary to what really goes on. Experience means a lot, and I predicted that if Johnny Fisher couldn't get Dave Allen out of there, the wily old dog in Dave Allen would have beat Johnny Fisher. Now I've seen a few interviews, because I watch everything. I'm like Big Brother. I watch everything on the freest platform of them all, YouTube. Shout out to Jazza TV. So I watch it all, and I see that, I don't know if Dave is like, is he acting? Is he trying to get in Johnny Fisher's head here? And he's saying the second fight's going to be easier than the first one. Now I predicted that Dave would win and would get the win on the first fight, which I didn't want to see none of them lads lose, to be honest, because I like them both, and I like more than both of them. Even more than that, I like Mr. Fisher Senior, and I like Jamie Moore and Nigel. So you sort of invest in both teams because of the social media. They both good people. They both got good people around them, haven't they? So I like to see one of them. I'm glad they both got the rematch anyway. I would never like to see one of them drop off. But that's boxing for you. So they both get what they want out of the fight. But going into the second fight, I remember seeing the fight, and when Johnny Fisher got up, I thought, he's got balls in. He's got fucking balls. And he was bigger, stronger, faster. He had everything apart from experience over Dave Allen. Dave Allen used that experience very, very good. He was so good, and he doesn't do nothing like very flashy, Dave. But he's a very good fighter, and people don't see it from the outside. But Johnny Fisher got to see it from the inside. But alongside that loss, Johnny Fisher, if he is what he wants to be in the sport, and he's going to adapt. And that's what the body's designed to do. We adapt to everything in life, every experience, and we adapt. Johnny Fisher's a different fighter going into this fight. It could either be one way or the other. He could be a different fighter because he's lost confidence because of what happens, or he could have adapted and he'll say, I'm having them lessons, they're mine now, this is me, I'm the fighter who gets up. you can't hurt me. I can push that pace a little bit longer. I seen what I could get through. I got through a grueling fight, and now I'm going to adapt and I'm going to go even further. Or you could say, fuck that, I'm not going to the well again. So you're going to see a different fight. I believe that Johnny Fisher, just seeing a young fella like that getting up off the canvas with such a big, on such a big stage, the balls that he showed to get through it, he got back to the corner. He had nothing, did he? I seen his coach trying to give him his own experience, but he just couldn't at that time. He had to learn it for himself, and I think he will learn it and adapt. So I think it's going to be a tough fight. I really can't call it. I thought it was going to be Dave Allen's way the first time. This time, I'm truly on the fence. I can't call it. Not on the fence because I don't want to call it. I can't call it because I believe that Fisher will have adapted, and I think that Dave Allen will still be Dave Allen. I think it's a lot closer fight than the first one now. Since, what was it, this weekend, we had Tasha Jonas as a Liverpool man. Tasha Jonas, very, very proud of her. I got the chance to help her out in sparring preparation for Lauren Price. But me and Lauren Price being southpaws, Lauren Price has the fighting mechanics of a man, which is the biggest compliment I think that you can give a woman. Very, very good fighter, top fighter, and Tasha Jonas is just our champion. We love her. We love Tasha Jonas. We're so proud of her. Either way, she got it after the fight. She mentioned something about, I apologise to the people that I didn't deliver, and that's just Tasha Jonas. Very humble, hard-working champion. On top of that, I admire so much that she's doing it all as a mother too. It's unbelievable what she's done for the sport, the women's sport, and it's unbelievable what she's done for herself and her family and everyone in Liverpool. So thank you to Tasha, whatever Tasha decides to do next. I see people just saying they wanted to retire. All they're going on about is retirement for Tasha, but if Tasha wants to keep on fighting, I'm sure she will, you know. You can't tell a fighter when to stop fighting, and that's because she is a true fighter at heart. So yeah, Tasha, thank you for everything that you've done for Liverpool boxing, all the great nights you brought to Liverpool. If you carry on, we support you. If you hang them up, we support you. So yeah, thank you to Tasha Jonas for what she's done, and congratulations to her opponents who I'm sure will go on to do great things in the sport. No, we'll not go on, she's already done great things as Tasha has. So yeah, best of luck to her too. Where are we now? What are we on? Got a list here under the phone, by the way, that I'm looking at, because my memory is shot. Yeah, the rankings, where we are in the rankings, we're ranked number 7 as WBA. The IBF rankings are going to change this week. I'm hoping to get a ranking, but I didn't fight for the IBF ranking title, did I? It was a WBA title. I'm hoping that I think Zelfa Barrett is number 6th in the IBF rankings. Hopefully I get a ranking there with the IBF too, because the IBF title probably be perfectly suited to me, being strong at the weight, and perfectly suited in terms of maybe my opponents might be a little bit too big for the weight, like I thought Zelfa would be going into the fight. So yeah, IBF, that 12-pound limit, it used to be 10. That would be great for me right now. Fight news coming up very, very soon for me. Not too sure on what I'm allowed to say, what I'm not allowed to say, but yeah, the fight should be announced very soon. But things are going really, really well. I've had a great time, great rest. Weights in a good position, so yeah, shouldn't be long. But yeah, thank you for watching Family Ammo. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment as always.